Hello, college students slash people in their early 20s and late teens. Still looking for a better way to start these. Today's question comes from Oh Gosh 93. Could you maybe make a video about how to deal with failing exams or classes? And 43 of you thumbs this up last time I checked, and that is a lot. So today, I'm going to give advice on how to deal with failing. You're going to take advice on failure from someone who is currently sitting in the only position that does not reveal the pile of laundry behind her. Yep. Tip number 1, start your groveling early. Teachers are usually totally sick of those people who wait until the very last day of the quarter or the semester to show up and get on their hands and knees and say, I failed this class, is there anything I can do for extra credit? Not the best way to go. If you sense that you're going to be in a sticky situation later on, start preparing early. Show up to your teacher's office hours and ask them questions. They have hours set where they have to be sitting there waiting for people to come talk to them, and oftentimes nobody does. You'll get serious brownie points just for trying. If you're a freshman or a sophomore, you might be nervous to do this, but trust me, you're the ones who are most likely to get extra credit. It's worth it. Also try sending your professor an email and letting them know before the exam, like when you're studying a couple days before, that you have the feeling that you might be failing it. Let them know that you are preparing and that you are studying. Ask specific questions about the material, and then they might have that in their mind and go a little easier on you in the grading. Tip number 2, find the most convenient way to make up for your failed class. If you do end up failing a class and it's a core class that you need to graduate, that really sucks. But it happens. Before resigning yourself to the idea that you're gonna have to stay for a whole extra semester or you're gonna have to be there all summer, you can find other options that might work too. For instance, see if this class is available online and you could take it over your summer or winter vacation. Or check online with an academic advisor and see if a community college near your parents' home or wherever you're gonna be over your breaks has an equivalent class that you could take for cheap. Tip number 3, talk to an advisor. I know I just said that you should check with them before you take a community college class, so while you're there, you should ask them other questions. Explain to them why you failed this class, or express to them why you're so stressed out about having failed this class, and they might have secrets about your college that could help you out. Maybe there's a top secret makeup test you could take. Maybe your advisor has some pull with your professor and could work something out with them. Or, more likely, maybe they'll just know other classes you could take that could fulfill the same requirement. Tip number 4, before you freak out about failing a test or an exam, make sure you look over your syllabus and find out what percentage of your grade this test counts for. If it's a class with just a midterm and a final, it's a bigger deal, but sometimes you'll be shocked to find out that teachers give you all kinds of credit for participation and attendance and little quizzes and homework assignments, and you didn't realize that those add up. You might even realize if you look closely enough that failing an exam does not necessarily mean you failed the class. Tip number 5, if you do fail an exam or a class, move on. Learn from it. Let yourself feel the pain and the stress and the misery for a little bit so that you know what to avoid next time. But don't beat yourself up entirely. These things happen. So hopefully that helped you guys out. If you have any questions or topic suggestions for future videos, leave them below. And if you have been to college or in college or have been in school of any kind and have advice for other viewers on this topic, leave it in the comments as well. I will see you guys on Monday.